Hi everybody, Carrie with Bass Travels here. Thank you so much for stopping by. We are getting ready to go to the Bahamas in 2 weeks, and we have a pretty busy 2 week schedule up ahead of us, so I figured I might as well try and do a little packing video to share with you all how we travel without checking a suitcase. So I almost always just do my purse that will be tucked into my backpack. And then I do my backpack that will be tucked under the seat in front of me. And then I do a little roll-on carry-on that will fit overhead. And other than that, that's all I bring. We have done up to a 3 week trip in Southeast Asia, backpack and rolly bag only. So we really cannot justify doing a checked bag. So we hope you enjoy the tips and tricks you're going to learn along the way. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, as well as like, comment, and follow. That way you don't miss out on any future adventures we have coming up. I do believe we plan on doing a full tour on the hotel we're getting ready to stay at in the Bahamas, our travel experience. We've got a few cruises booked ahead. So just make sure to follow along so you don't miss out on anything. I am going to try and run through a quick list of everything I'm going to squeeze into these bags, but bear with me, I do have a cheat sheet here. So we do always travel with a light coat just because we normally do travel to warmer weather, but you never know what kind of temperature changes you might have. And sometimes even in the various resorts or cruises, even in the airports, it can get kind of chilly. So we just always like to have a little light coat there. I always pack at least an outfit for every single day, and that'll be a daytime outfit as well as an evening outfit as well. So for this upcoming trip, I've got 7 day outfits, 8 evening outfits, just because I like to have, a few extra options. I've got some extra shirts. I always throw in a polo just in case a golf adventure happens to come about. I've got 2 workout outfits, 3 pairs of socks. We've got lots of sun time, so way too many bathing suits. I've got 5 cover-ups. I've got a sun hat and a visor. I've got 2 pajama sets. Of course, my undergarments. We've got a pool raft. We pack a snorkel mask and the little tube. I forget what that's called, but just because we never know when the snorkel opportunity might arrive. Let's see what else we got here. I've got 2 beach bags, 3 purses, and that does include the over-the-strap purse that I'll wear during my travel day. I've got all my jewelry, my makeup. I've got a curling iron and a hair straightener. Of course, my brush. I've got toiletries, and we always pack extra. We've got like Band-Aids and Dayquil, Pepto-Bismol, all that fun stuff. And then sunscreen, shoes. I normally will wear their tennis shoes, but they are also water shoes. So that's kind of my travel day. And it works out well because if I want to play any sort of sports, or if we happen to be on a cruise and say they have a ropes course or a rock climbing wall, something that requires closed-toed shoes, those tennis shoes are pretty much a catch-all for anything closed-toe shoe related. And also it's great if you end up at a beach somewhere that maybe the rock, it's a little bit rocky. They are literally water shoes, so they're fantastic. Let's see what else I've got here. I've got sunglasses. And of course with my outfits, I'll always, I can always mix and match a few items. So if something does get worn twice, it's not the end of the world. Things I always write on my mirror before we're getting ready to leave, and I cross it off before we hit the car. Number 1, we're normally traveling out of country, so passport. As long as we have our passport, we can buy anything else we need. So passport is always number 1. I always make sure we've got cash in hand as well as our credit cards. I never travel without at least my health insurance card, just in case an emergency happens. I always like to have that on me. All of your travel documents, anything that you maybe print out. I know almost everything is via email and app these days, but I am still old school and always travel with a file folder with all my printed documents because you never know. Make sure you have all of your chargers, any tech that you might need, earbuds. Those are always a lifesaver when you're on airplanes. If you have any prescriptions, make sure to pack those. And I like to always have a few snacks on hand just in case we get stranded somewhere. Another really important thing I always list on the mirror, and I never forget to cross off before we leave because we're normally gone for at least a week, is number 1, take the trash out. We're fortunate enough to live in a community that does have some dumpsters along the way. So we just leave our house and we'll just throw it in one of the community dumpsters. But if you've got trash you think's going to stink up the house, just go to, anywhere you can find a dumpster and toss it. And then we always like to shut our water off. We are here in the Midwest and our weather can get quite cold in the fall, winter time. So just better safe than sorry. And even when it's not cold and pipes might burst, we've come home in July and our water, we've had water issues. So we always like to shut off the water in our house before we leave. All right, so in addition to the tennis shoes I always wear for travel day, I also pack various flip-flops, at least a pair of wedges. Normally I do at least 2 pairs of flip-flops in case one happens to break, but I'll usually have a more casual pair and then a more dressy pair, but flat flip-flops, and then the wedges, if I want to get a little bit fancy. But sometimes you're not in an area that has the most straight roads. Maybe they're a little bit more cobblestoney. So sometimes the wedges just don't get worn at all. And then a bonus to this video, while we are not cruising this time, whenever we do cruise, there's usually at least 1 or 2 formal nights. And I know they're not required anymore on most, if not all, cruise lines, but I still like to get dressed up. So this packing video will also include 2 formal evening gowns. One will be long, one will be short, and it will also have 1 pair of heels. I can wear the same pair of heels for both outfits. All right, here is phase 1 of packing. And one thing I wanted to mention up front is I do like to always keep a casual outfit in my backpack, just in case for some reason I do have to check my above the head or the overhead carry-on. Sometimes the flights are like the 2-1 airplanes and they're super, super tiny overhead cabin space. So if you have to, for some reason, valet it, the valet part's never a problem. But if for some reason they ask you to check it to your final destination and for some reason your bag doesn't arrive, I always like to have a bathing suit, a cover up, obviously your medication, your toiletries, your travel documents, and at least 1 or 2 casual outfits, so that if you arrive at your final destination and you don't have your bag, at least you have your backpack with a day or 2 of essentials. And phase 1 is going to be the 7 daytime outfits. Phase 2 is going to be the evening wear. I believe I have 8 outfits left. All right, the next phase is going to be pajamas, workout attire, extra shirts, the snorkel mask, and I wanted to show you guys the pool raft that we always pack. Super thin and lightweight. You just blow up this side, and that side takes about 3 puffs of air per. And then it's got a nice little hammock you can sit in the water. So love that. Let's see, we'll also throw in like the miscellaneous beach bags, some of the shoes, if not all of them. And we'll go from there. Piece of my rolling bag is going to be the 2 evening gowns for if we were cruising, the pair of wedges, the curling iron, the hair straightener, and then we do also always like to travel with these little powder packs so you can just throw them in water bottles if you don't want to just drink water. There's like a Gatorade Zero type thing. It's just a little electrolytes and something other than water we like to have on hand. Just like that, the bag is closed and zipped, ready to go. Onto the backpack. All right, taking inventory on what is left on this bed in our guest bedroom. Looks like the unmentionables are already in the backpack, but I did not put the snorkel mask. I forgot I always put that in the backpack. So the snorkel mask and tube are still out. I have my pajamas. I've got all of my swimsuits are gonna go in the backpack. I've got the 1 casual attire outfit. I've got my light coat. Let's see, I've got snacks. We always pack like an insulated cup with some extra straws because some resorts now don't provide straws. So extra cup, straws, What else I got here? Makeup, toiletry bag, sunscreen, our travel documents, my beach hat. And then on the other side, looks like I got my sunglasses, and I do also always put a pair of flip-flops in the backpack. Here we go. And just like that, we're to the final piece of the puzzle. Final thing I have to pack is going to be my travel purse. So I always make sure I have a little hand sanitizer filled, ready to go. Obviously my phone would be in here, but it's being used right now to film. Passports go in. We've got our cash over here. I've got all of my insurance cards, ID cards, credit cards, all that fun stuff. I've got my little prescription concoction just in case, you know, life happens, Tylenol, any of that fun stuff. And then some sunglasses. You just zip it all up and ready to go. So going to the airport, I'll normally just walk like that. And then when I get ready to board and they yell at me because I've got to have everything consolidated into 2 bags, it just gets shoved right up here, top of my backpack. Zips in no problem. And I even forgot I have a completely empty case here, which I can put my little sleeping retainer in. So easy peasy, extra room. This is a full 7-day trip to the Bahamas. Plus additional, I also packed 2 cruise type evening gowns and a pair of heels. So there you go. It can be done. One more thing I did want to mention is my normal travel day attire. So I literally put on what I normally would wear. So it's very lightweight, long sleeves, so I can stay warm if needed, roll the sleeves up if it gets hot. These are super lightweight joggers. So just again, very comfortable, lightweight. And then these are the tennis shoes I was talking about. Not sponsored by Crocs, but these are Crocs and I absolutely love them. They're very, very lightweight. They are technically water shoes, but they're a tennis shoe. They've got a great sole. I wouldn't say the support inside is the best, but I mean, I've worn them to play pickleball, to go on walks, to go snorkeling in the water. So you name it, I've used it and they've been great. So thanks. And again, if you liked and enjoyed this, please feel free to follow, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff so you don't miss out on anything new. So far, the future cruises we have booked are going to be the Haven experience on the NCL Epic this upcoming fall. And then we are very excited and fortunate enough to have booked a yacht club cabin on the inaugural sailing of the MSC World America in April of 25. So don't forget to subscribe, like, and follow. That way you can hear all about those 2 trips we've got coming up.